Don't call it a comeback, even though technically it is a comeback, as Austin Stogner, the former tight end for Oklahoma and South Carolina, is returning back to Oklahoma. Let's talk about this homecoming. I'll let coming up in about 10 seconds. What is good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation. Thank you all for tuning in here on the YouTube channel. If it's your first time joining us, please hit that like and the subscribe button, as well as the bell notification. Dropping a lot of content here on OU football, college football, and sports in general. And those that have been here for a while, go and hit that share button. Why? Because sharing is caring. And so in this video, we're going to dive right into Austin Stogner returning to Oklahoma. Let's talk about what that means for the players on the team, as well as why you probably should be a little bit more excited about this than you think. So let's talk about that now. So Austin Stogner joined the Sooners in 2019. He committed back in 2017. Former four-star, top 130 player in the country, 6'6", about 250 tight end. And after about 3 years, he decided to transfer out once the last regime, Lincoln Riley and him, left. He followed Spencer Rattler. They both teamed up in South Carolina. And, the year didn't go as optimal, I believe, as Stogner wanted. And so as a graduate transfer, he decided that, you know what? Let me go ahead and bounce out. And so he's making his return to Oklahoma. So some of the big things about Stogner was his best year here was in 2020. He had 26 catches for like 422 yards and 3 touchdowns with Spencer Rattler at the time at the helm during the COVID season. And what this really means for the Sooners here, and why I don't think you all should be concerned about it being a bad thing. I think it's a great thing to bring in a veteran tight end, especially since we're losing Braden Willis. He graduates and he has no more eligibility, basically. And so because of that, you've got a lot of young players in the line, like Caden Helms as well as Jason Llewellyn. And because you've got 2 freshman tight ends right there, and after everything that's going on with Daniel Parker Jr., who is no longer with the team, and you won't see him anymore. If you don't know what happened, go ahead and Google it. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't think that's I don't think it's appropriate for me to talk about it here because I don't know all the facts. But just Google it and you can see all the stories that's going on around him. But bringing back a player of this caliber that has the experience at Oklahoma, that has some experience with some of the players here. I mean, I saw Marvin Mims was pretty excited, said Big Joker's back, which is pretty dope, which means that there's a good chance we could get him back too, but that's not the point. Austin brings experience and someone that can help groom the younger tight ends. Now, Austin may not have been the greatest blocker, but he's a really great route runner and catcher. And so bringing him in, he becomes an immediate weapon across the middle. And at that point, I believe that Levy will leverage that. He will get Dylan Gabriel as well as whenever he decides to play Jackson Arnold to really toss it across the middle and leverage that point and use that as a way to do a continuation of the offense. That's what gets me excited. I like that Stogner, like I said, is experienced. And so because of that, that brings back what we need. So hop in the comments while you're here. Let me know your thoughts on Stogner coming in. We had alluded to him coming back a couple of videos ago. And I was wondering if you all, it was mixed feelings. Some said they wanted him back. Some said they didn't. And I totally understand. I understood why Stogner left. A new regime coming in. You don't know what's going on. And you don't know where your place is. And following Shane Beamer and then Spencer Rattler over to South Carolina to see what is what was probably a good idea for him to kind of grow as a tight end. And he recognized that he had a great time in South Carolina, but he wants to go ahead and come back home and be closer to his actual home down in Texas. And so since he's from Plano, and it's a 3-hour drive down there? Well, about 3 hours from Norman. And so because of that, makes it easier for him to, make those trips home and be closer to his family. And his family can come up and watch him play more often. And so I like having Stogner back. I'm excited because I like that veteran presence. Like I said, having him with those young tight ends, teaching them the routes and helping them get themselves molded to be elite talent come the next couple of years. So thank y'all for tuning in. I want to drop a quick video. I've got another video that's going to drop late tonight, if not first thing in the morning, around 2 defensive players that we are targeting in recruiting. And if we land them, we could have some freakish athletes on top of everything else that we're doing. So if you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe button, as well as the bell notification so that you can make sure you get this content. And for those that have been here for a while, share, because sharing is caring. I will chop it up with y'all in a few hours or whatnot. Peace.